Hello, and welcome back. This is the final video in my discussion about what MGTOW really is, in my view. If you want to know MGTOW, you must recognize where these men are coming from. A lifetime of social indoctrination as the ultimate problem for everything leads to internalization of a complex of mixed messages. Men want to create, solve problems, obtain glory and recognition for the work we do. But we are constantly battling a society that shames and blames us into obscurity and self-defeat. What is the point of contributing to a society that hates us? MGTOW see no other way to do what men do, to be who they are, but to get off the treadmill of false hope altogether and pursue their interests and their interests alone. Men are not welcome in this politically correct world we live in. We are supposed to sit at the table of shame. There are two grades on our report card: pass and fail. If we succeed in doing as we're told, without offending anyone, we're given a passing grade. If we do anything else, we are taking our rightful place in the halls of shame and blame. I mean, for fuck's sake, this New York Post headline sums this point up quite well. We landed on a comet, and feminists are angry about a shirt. Not so in the MGTOW community. As you probably have heard, Matt Taylor, an eminent scientist instrumental to the Rosetta mission, which landed a spacecraft on a fucking comet, was castigated for the shirt he wore during an interview. Think about it. A man who we should be thanking for his work in moving our society toward asteroid mining or future space exploration. This man and his team's accomplishments was sullied and stripped of its well-deserved glory because he offended some fucking feminist, and this great man was reduced to tears on television. Shame on this society. The priorities of our very future existence have been ripped away and replaced by feminist sense of indignation. They are a disgrace to their predecessors who paved the way for their privileged social status and a stain on our collective existence. MGTOW have their priorities straight. MGTOW is about strength, independence, introspection, competition, creativity, and freedom. MGTOW have no rules of engagement. Either their ideas win on their respective merits, or they lose on those same merits. It is a truly free market of ideas. As described earlier, there is a four-level structure MGTOW can climb. This makes sense since men are inherently goal-oriented and driven to succeed. It makes sense that men want to create a hierarchy of rank structure to climb. The four levels of MGTOW is just one idea, a structure, take it or leave it. But that structure is nothing but an idea. Some like it, others don't, but it is not a sanctioned protocol or policy. It is only one idea among millions. There is no sanctioning or corporate structure in this community. MGTOW is a base philosophy, and the community is not a corporation. Unfortunately for the naysayers, you cannot criticize MGTOW as a whole for any idea it produces. MGTOW will never die, and it can't be overturned as long as there are men who want to be what we really are. As long as society labels men as the problem, MGTOW will always be there as a refuge for men to escape the label crusaders and thought police. White knights and women will always be pushed away. Why? Because these men do not give safe harbor to misinformation, shaming, or the standard rhetoric which neither of these groups can separate themselves from. They will be identified and destroyed. These groups simply can't hide their inherent bias toward the feminist standard model. Finally, I want to express my gratitude to all the MGTOW channels out there. You men, brothers, have been a breath of fresh air for me. Through watching and commenting on your videos, I found a kind of home, a sense of solidarity in this world. I see a video discussing how we men can deal with a catastrophic societal collapse, a personal introspective on the mindset of abused boys or suicidal men, or Mayor of MGTOW's Men's Homeless Outreach Project, and I get a sense of absolute pride in my own masculinity. This sense of solidarity is a big reason I started making videos in the first place. I felt that I might be able to contribute in some small way to the body of ideas being created. I have gained so much from you all, contributing your ideas to the global conversation, and it motivated me to do so as well. For all the men who work to create this body of knowledge, whether well known or obscure, I thank you all. I can't think of any other group that can claim such a strong and absolutely masculine identity as MGTOW. They never make excuses for their maleness or make disclaimers for being one-sided. They put out idea after deeply considered idea, and men like myself always gain new insight regardless if the idea is a good one or a bad one. The ideas flow constantly. It's the last and best hope for real men in my opinion. MGTOW will grow and will never die, and for that I see a small light in the prison society has chosen to encase us in. Stay strong, brothers. Remain that beacon of strength the world will always rely on when the veneer of first world problems is challenged with spilled blood and lost freedom. Real problems will always require the minds of strong men. MGTOW forever. Thanks for listening.